Number 19, Steve Yzerman.
They'll get set to take on an LA Kings team that includes a couple of former wings. Luc Robitaille comes right back to Detroit, having signed with them as a free agent. Shanahan Avery was traded to LA at the trading deadline. He's also back. The game is coming up.
And yes, he's right out of the Mickey Redmond collection. He looks wonderful, right?
Got yours here too.
Oh,
yours
thank you very much. Here we go. Let's first, the two newcomers. Let's talk about probably a butterflies tonight. Let's talk first about Derian Hatcher.
Well, the big guy's got a suite full of family and friends here watching him. It was an expensive night. He's happy to be able to spend the money. Happy to be back home in Detroit in front of all those family and friends. And once they get this one out of the way, his first regular season game here at Joe Louis Arena. He's excited and he's going to be a dandy.
Yeah, and Ray Whitney up front will be dandy too, so we'll get a good look at him. He's wearing number 41 tonight. Right below us, they're ready to drop the puck as Henrik Zetterberg is out there along with Whitney and Brendan Shanahan. So 40, 41, and 14 in a change right off the bat. And Hatcher and Lidstrom start on defense for the Red Wings in front of Dominik Hasek, Roman Cechmanek in goal for the LA Kings. Belanger has it. There's Avery right in front of Dominik Hasek, who hangs on, and sure enough, there's Avery right in the face of Jiri Fischer. Wasted little time.
Well, he wasted little time.
Hatcher
Big Hatcher, but LaPerriere is another guy who likes to disturb.
In preseason, and he'll start before long, but Dandenault gets the call tonight.
For this guy.
Maltby on his check, and Ziggy Palffy. Good pass across. There's a shot that Dominik Hasek hangs on to.
But there's the goals, 47. Ray Whitney had a good year last year for Columbus. Henrik Zetterberg and Datsuk are expected to get a lot more ice time and to produce more. Zetterberg only in his second year, Datsuk is third, and not an easy task to ask them to just be automatic veterans to score a lot of goals, Kenny, in a game that's tough.
There's a rebound and a chance for Hall. And a good stop, Cechmanek. Datsuk to Hall, firing one, it's blocked. Hall's got it again, nice move. Held it in, penalty coming up. Maltby tried to work it through, and the Red Wings are going to head to their first power play of this 2003-2004 season, a power play that was best in the league last year at 23.8%.
It's Lucky Luke. Going to go to the penalty box, and they're not booing him. He was a favorite here, Luke was. Well, he spent his time with the Red Wings, but he's going to go for grabbing his old buddy.
Cechmanek's loaded up behind the goal. Came loose out front of the net. Shot, and Cechmanek. And deflected off to the corner. And who else? Mr.
Avery again. Well, it's nice for Sean to do his thing, but he certainly doesn't want, he doesn't want to be in that penalty box by himself, not taking somebody with him.
Around for Yzerman. Back for Schneider. Over to Lidstrom. Firing, and Cechmanek got a piece. Armstrong goal. Here's Schneider. Save, Cechmanek. Rebound, Stumple. And it's knocked out to center ice by Armstrong. Datsuk spinning away. Over to Hall. Back for Datsuk. Hit a body. Datsuk waits. It's a nice power play unit to have. Scores! Fischer!
What a pass.
Goes in from the defense position. A power play goal. 10-10 into the game. 10-10 into the season.
Pavel Datsuk. Oh my goodness, did he ever thread the needle there? Jiri Fischer groped for the net in the back door. Watch him down here, and boy, he's got three Kings. He's got to get the puck across.
And Dom is once again using the trapper mitt, the catcher's glove he wore when the Wings won the Stanley Cup. It arrived just 3 days ago from the glass case he had it in the Czech Republic. He likes the way it closes and hopes to have his newer mitt here aligned in the same manner. Yes, it's all about closure, and that one went up very close off the post. In front of the goal, Chelios knocked it away. Puck is loose. Hasek got a piece. And out the other side. Armstrong carrying up at center. Armstrong drops it back. Shot! Save, Cechmanek.
And he went after somebody near the end of the game. I'll think of it anyway, but you get him upset, and he's not so easy going.
Devereaux trying to find it loose out front of the goal. Draper getting in there to get it to McCarty. In for Devereaux. Backhand, forehand, and a nice stop. Cechmanek scooped it around behind the goal. Gobbled up. McCarty has it. Devereaux's got it. Backhand shot. And a save. Fired into Red Wing territory. Kip Brennan going in along with Dandenault. They collide heavily. As does Dustin Brown, who goes down to the ice. The 18-year-old rookie Dustin Brown. This kid, Dustin Brown, one of those getting an opportunity. What with all the injuries, just 18 years old and a first-round pick this past June, 13th overall.
I think this team here, Kenny, the Los Angeles team, could be dangerous.
Here's Zetterberg to Hull, back pass, Lidstrom save, Chechmanek, Hull, shot sailed wide, 10 seconds left in the period. What passing! Fischer squeezed in along the backboards. Puck came free. Fischer still tied up back there, and here's a break at center. All alone. Why do they go? A breakaway from coast to coast. And missing was Tim Gleason. Sent back to Stumple to the line. There's a shot. Hasek stopped that rebound. Puck is loose and scooped away by Draper. So the Red Wings still lead it 1-0. Heavy hit at center, and Avery and Hatcher.
Avery put his hand up to his mouth. Now, I think he was trying to draw attention from the referee.
No icing, they say, because Schneider could have got there in time. He's run by Esa Pirnes. And one of the more productive
there's a play.
Dandenault.
He got kicked in the back of the foot from behind, see?
And Dandenault gave it right back, and he's going to get called.
That's a nasty-looking play. Interesting defensive posture by Detroit right there. They still haven't get the Kings out. Here they go now.
Avery couldn't get by Holmstrom.
Clogged up the middle, see?
Good feed to Williams. To McCarty. To Williams! Oh, and he just set it wide on a tic-tac-toe passing play. Hasek looking much better handling the puck after a year off. Zetterberg stopped by Chechmanek. Here's Palfi. Deflected and just wide of the goals. Corvo had a chance, and Kings collide with Hatcher right there in the middle. Cleared it in. Stick handled around a linesman, brought into the zone. Oh, off the side of the post. As it skipped through Hasek. Oh, Dominik Hasek with a huge shot.
That's big.
That's huge. Belanger. His shot. Oh, Hasek, they score. Off the rebound. Wasn't that a strange bounce? As LaPerriere was there and Avery mixing it up behind the goal, and the Kings have tied it 1-1.
Yes, it is a tie game. That goal's going to stand. LaPerriere just reached out on the backhand and tapped it into the open net. Or was it Belanger? Let's wait and see. But nevertheless, it's a 1-1 game. Right there, 25, and just gets a stick on it to tap it in and tie this game.
Let's see if he gets an assist on this. He's getting it unassisted right now. So it's a tie game, 1-1. Oh, and Hasek, that was a weird bounce off his head. 63 goals, 125 points with the Kings, 92-93. That was the year they went to the Stanley Cup final, losing to Montreal. Shanahan mixing it up with Avery.
The elevator buddies, yeah. You know what? They could easily go. Avery would initiate that, and Shanahan would go with it.
Oh, a hit from behind. And that'll be Avery on Chelios. He's saying, come on, Chris, you could have stopped. Well, you can't hit from behind. And the league is clamping down on those hits this year and blows to the head. And even if you get a penalty in a game and the league warrants it's worth a suspension, there can be one after. So that's how they're going to clamp down this year.
It's a pretty obvious play right there that it's going to be called.
Matthew Schneider to Hull. Hull fired, waited too long, puck loose. Good stop, Chechmanek on Zetterberg.
It was.
Boy, you won't see Brett Hull wind up like that very often, and just a little too slow.
Yeah, and the puck never really did get to the net. It got deflected by a couple of people and right onto the stick of Zetterberg. He pulled it in through his feet.
Holmstrom out front, back to the line. Lidstrom fires high, look out. Everybody ducking. Whitney's got it. Here's Lidstrom again. Whitney firing, stop Chechmanek. Up along with Hull. Pass through. Whitney, rebound, Whitney, and Chechmanek, puck is loose. Oh boy, do they need him to stay healthy. Point shot, knocked down, Chechmanek, and he's got it. There's Shanahan and Holmstrom moving in. Here's Maltby. Loose in front of the goal, puck laying there. And Chechmanek will grab it.
3 straight scrums in a row around Chechmanek.
Maltby and Avery. Wouldn't you like to be right there?
I think the Red Wings have had enough about.
Scott Driscoll gets the linesman of the career for that.
Yeah. And LaPerriere.
Here we go.
And Maltby. See, he stuck his nose in there. See, LaPerriere and Avery together will cause all kinds of trouble playing on the same line.
Fired in by Belanger, who has the Kings goal. Maltby. Around for McCarty. McCarty stuck out his rear and knocked Avery down to the ice. Crowd like that.
Look at Avery.
Here they go now.
That's
Avery
about, now he interfered with him. He's going to get a penalty.
Yes, he is.
Oh my, he's not going to be a happy young fella.
Well, Red Wings knew they could get Sean Avery to take a dumb one, and that was it. Right there.
Oh boy. Watch him start to chirp. And then he just interferes with McCarty, and that's very, very minor.
Whitney feeds off Lidstrom, hurried into Hall, the shot. Oh, and Chechmanek as Hall let that patented snapper go. Gleason played it. Devereaux got it. Back to Lidstrom, wiring one, and stopped by Cechmanek. I wonder why they want to put him on to start.
That's right. Yeah.
Hatcher, that took a strange bounce behind him. Didn't see it. Paltby scores. Whoa, that was a weird bounce. And Paltby was left all alone. Hatcher never saw it come out of the corner. And halfway through the third, it's 2-1 Los Angeles.
Well, by the time Dominik Hasek saw it and turned to see Paltby, he had already gotten the puck and was headed to the other side of the net.
Head fake to center. Gains the zone. Lidstrom in. Dumped. Penalty coming up.
That's a nice by Lidstrom to, you know, I bet you in 10 years I haven't seen him do what he just did. A handful of times. Tried to go coast to coast like that, Nick Lidstrom.
Hull couldn't one-time it. Whitney. Hull shooting. Save made. Rebound. Whitney holds in. Lidstrom right side. Hull couldn't fire. Corral's a bouncing puck.
Gets it down low.
Again. Here it is, Zetterberg trying to outnumber down low. Datsyuk to Lidstrom. Whitney. Hull. Back for Whitney. Hull to the middle. Lidstrom, the shot scores! Tipped Datsyuk. Got a piece of that. Power play goal with 3:45 to play. 2-2.
36 seconds it took, and the Red Wings had complete control for the whole 36. It'll be Hull to Whitney to Lidstrom, and it looked like Datsyuk got a piece of it on the short side. Oh wait, but nevertheless, a 2-2 tie with 3:45 left.
Pavel Datsyuk evens the score. Datsyuk gets the goal, his first of what the Red Wings hope will be many. Normally on the left. That'll be offside.
Avery
after the whistle.
Purposely.
Oh, face wash to Chelios. You don't do that to a veteran. Sean Avery's been in the middle of things just as we expected he would be, right?
That's his job. That's his job. That's the way he plays the game and the way he played for Detroit. Looks like that's how he's going to keep his job with the Kings, but he spent 3 times in the box tonight by himself, which is not good.
Hatcher and Lidstrom. How nice that is in the final moment of the game. Behind the goal, look out up front, Avery's open! Whoa, and how did he get so open? And just missed. Moving up Whitney. Whitney circling, free to go, Yzerman! 2 seconds. Score! Steve Yzerman!
Oh my God.
1.7 seconds left. The Red Wings win it. 3-2.
Oh my.
Oh, baby! This place is going nuts.
Wow. Well, we're going to take this back right to where you mentioned Avery was wide open. And how did he get that way? In front of the net, Whitney makes a defensive play there. Yzerman picks up the puck, and we're within 10 seconds right now. And Whitney makes the play as Yzerman came late. One little shift and off of Cechmanek. This game is over, and Steve Yzerman has scored a huge, huge goal to give the Red Wings their home opening win.
Listen to this crowd. victorious in his return. 3-2 Red Wings. We're not done yet. Let's go to the Fox Sportsnet studios. Angie Mentink and Mickey York for your Detroit Sports Report.